Retiring on just $1,000 a month. Sounds like clickbait, right? A fantasy. You've seen the videos. You've heard the stories. But deep down, you're wondering, is this really possible? Or is it just another internet dream? Well, today, we're going to find out. No sugarcoating. We'll break down the myths, the realities, and the actual places where you might make this lifestyle work. Because if you're seriously considering retiring abroad, you deserve the truth. Let's dive in. Let's begin with the truth most people don't want to admit. Retire for under $1,000 a month sounds too good to be true. And in many places, it is. In the US, that money won't even cover a basic one-bedroom apartment in a city. In Canada, it might not even pay for heating during winter. And in the UK, you'll barely survive after groceries and bills. So when someone hears retire abroad for $1,000, their instinct is to dismiss it. They think it must be a scam. That can't include healthcare. There's no way you can live decently with that. But here's what those people miss. They're applying Western standards to non-Western lifestyles. They're thinking of high-cost countries, fast-paced cities, and luxury expectations. But what if you didn't need a car anymore? You didn't need to spend $300 a month on insurance. What if your meals cost $3 and your rent was $400? This isn't fantasy. It's just a different reality. In a different part of the world, yes, retiring for $1,000 a month is possible, but it's not automatic. You can't just hop on a plane and magically live well. You need strategy, research, and most of all, a mindset shift. Because this life isn't about going without. It's about living intentionally, where things cost less but feel like more. Let's be honest. If this lifestyle were easy, everyone would do it. Yes, retiring abroad for less than $1,000 a month is possible. But like all good things, it comes with trade-offs. 1. You leave behind familiarity, that cozy local coffee shop, your neighbor down the street, your native language everywhere, even the grocery store where you know exactly where everything is, gone. In exchange, you gain discovery, curiosity, surprise. You'll trade routine for adventure and comfort for meaning. 2. You'll probably live smaller. Forget two-car garages, giant fridges, and storage units full of stuff. You'll live in an apartment, maybe with one bedroom, a balcony, and a tiny kitchen. But you'll also gain less clutter, fewer distractions, and more focus on what matters. 3. You may need to learn how things work all over again. Healthcare systems, public transport, local banking, immigration rules. It can be overwhelming at first, but here's the gift. Every new thing you learn is a step toward becoming more free, not less, more resilient, more capable, more alive, and perhaps the biggest trade-off. You might miss home, your kids, your grandkids, your old community, but many expats will tell you that distance brought them closer, more video calls, longer conversations, more intentional visits, and in between, a life that feels like a vacation you never have to leave. Now that we've cleared the air, let's talk about where this lifestyle can truly work. Not theoretically, not on paper, but in real life, where real people are doing it right now. Vietnam, where less feels like more. Tak Dalat, a peaceful town in the Central Highlands. The air is cool, the hills are green, and $600 to $800 a month covers everything you need. Rent, food, transport, even healthcare. Imagine waking up to birds, walking to a cafe where coffee costs 70 cents, and hearing locals say, "Chin Chow," with a smile. You rent a small apartment with a balcony, $300 a month. Utilities and internet, $50 per month. You eat well, sleep well, and your pace slows down. You may not speak the language, but you'll learn. And people here, they'll meet you halfway. Mexico, affordable and full of life. In Mérida or San Miguel de Allende, you'll find color, culture, and community. Rent is $500 to $600. Meals are $4 to $6. Healthcare is high quality and private insurance cost under $100 a month. But what you really find here is joy. You'll hear laughter in the streets. You'll be invited to dinner. You'll see old couples dancing in the plaza. You're not just surviving, you're participating. Mexico also offers one of the easiest retirement visa paths. No stress, no endless interviews. And while not every city is perfect, the ones that work, they work beautifully. Philippines. Easy English, easy living. Let's be real, moving abroad is hard enough without a language barrier. In the Philippines, you don't have to worry. Almost everyone speaks English, from taxi drivers to doctors to market vendors. Rent in smaller towns is around $250 to $400 per month. SRRV, Special Retiree Visa, is straightforward, and expat communities are strong, especially in cities like Dumaguete or Tagaytay. If you dream of beach walks, island hops, and friendly neighbors, this might be your new normal. What about healthcare, visas, and loneliness? Let's address the big three concerns that hold most people back. Healthcare. The fear is real, especially as we get older. But here's what most people don't know. In countries like Vietnam, Mexico, and the Philippines, you can access private hospitals with clean facilities, modern equipment, and English-speaking doctors. Checkup, $20 to $40 specialist visit, $50 to $80 insurance, often $60 to $120 per month, or even cheaper if you pay out of pocket. And yes, there are international hospitals that rival anything in the West. You might not trust that until you experience it, but thousands of retirees are living that reality, calmly, confidently, and affordably. Visas. This part sounds scary, but it's more doable than you think. Mexico. Temporary resident visa equals proof of $2,700 per month, or approximately $45,000 in savings Philippines. SRRV equals one-time deposit plus minimal paperwork Vietnam. Tourist visa renewals or agent-supported paths for long-term stays. Expat forums, visa agents, and Facebook groups offer step-by-step guides. You're not alone in this process, and you don't have to be an expert. Loneliness. Maybe your biggest fear isn't money, it's being alone. But in these countries, community forms fast. Why? Because every expat you meet has done what you're doing. They've walked away from comfort, and they're open to connection more than most. From book clubs to morning walks to cooking classes, connection is waiting. And over time, so is belonging. So, now you know, yes, it is possible to retire for under $1,000 a month, but it's not a fantasy, it's not easy, and it's not for everyone. It requires trade-offs, it demands courage, and it asks you to redefine what enough really means. But if you're willing to live with less, to explore with an open heart, to let go of the noise, and embrace something quieter, then this lifestyle might not just be real, it might be exactly what your soul has been searching for. So, would you do it? Would you leave behind the stress to finally find space? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Where would you go? What would your dream day look like? And if you're looking for more real, honest guides about living better and retiring freely, don't forget to subscribe, because this is just the beginning. We're TripLife, and we're building the roadmap for people just like you.